Well, Burbank Water and Power has an important message it wants to get out regarding a scam. Some con artists are trying to trick people into thinking they haven't paid their utility bill. If the scam works, you could be out a lot of money. We're going to explain what's going on, beginning with an actual recording of one of the scammers at work.
Hi, good morning. This is James calling in from Burbank Water and Power. This call is regarding a disconnection of power generator for 12 o'clock this afternoon.
That phone call may sound legitimate, but Burbank Water and Power wants you to know it is not.
Final notice was sent on the 25th of October, and we haven't received any replies.
It's a con artist posing as a BWP employee trying to convince a resident their power bill is overdue. If they fall for it, it could cost the resident hundreds, even thousands of dollars. In a recent 2-week period, BWP received more than 40 reports of attempted scams.
Preventable. That's hurting all of our communities right now.
That's why the cities of Burbank, Glendale, and Pasadena called this news conference to warn residents of the potential scam.
Burbank Water and Power.
The owner of Handy Market got one of those calls. He didn't fall for it, but some victims do. The scammers often target businesses at peak hours, catching a manager off guard when the scammers demand payment by threatening to turn off the power.
The first thing that goes through your mind is, well, maybe I skipped a payment. Okay, I'll take care of it. Well, then he starts telling you, well, you got to go to Western Union, you got to get $2,500. Now, I immediately know that this isn't legit.
The caller usually instructs the victim to go to a store and purchase a prepaid debit card. Once the card is loaded with funds, the victim will call the scammer and share the prepaid card information. It's important to know that utility companies would never call and demand payment for an overdue bill.
We send you multiple notices. First, you'll get a bill. Then you get a second bill a month later that says you haven't paid. Then we send you a notice as a reminder. And then we're obligated by law to send you a 48-hour disconnect notice. So if you don't pay your bill, 48 hours before we disconnect your service, we have to have notified you by mail. We will never phone call you and never threaten you.
If you ever receive a call, the best advice is just hang up.
Don't even have a conversation. Don't waste your time and don't deal with a crazy.
If you do fall for the scam, the chief of police has a message for you.
If you are a victim of this, don't be embarrassed by it, but make sure you contact your utility and or the police department.
It appears the message did get out.
Scammers are targeting merchants
in 3 separate cities:
Burbank, Glendale, and Pasadena.
Since this news conference, reports of attempted scams in Burbank have dwindled.
Yeah, we think the campaign was very successful due to the partnership with Burbank Water and Power and the communities in Glendale and Pasadena. We hope that the community has become aware of the scam and will no longer be victimized.
Well, the calls may have dwindled, but it should be noted that the scammers often focus on clusters of phone numbers and then move on. So a rash of calls could easily happen again, so it's best to be on guard.